Hi everyone, it's the English Simmer here, and as I'm sure you can tell from the smile that is currently on my face, I am so excited to be recording this video. This is something that I've been wanting to record for a long while, but it just kept going to the back of my brain, and then I'd forget about it, and then one of you would comment and be like, oh my god, I still haven't recorded that video, because this is going over Carl's Dine Out mod fix. I personally love games like Theme Hospital when I was growing up. I love that kind of business management, time management sort of gameplay, and it's actually what I really liked about owning a restaurant when Dine Out came out. But we all know that Dine Out definitely isn't one of the strongest packs in terms of how far they pushed it, and also the bugs, glitches, just the unnecessary things that really do take away the fun of playing that game pack. I've definitely discussed how Dine Out is very high on my list of packs that I want a refresh for, not only just for them to fix bugs and glitches, but just to add more gameplay. I definitely think there's so much more that they could do. For example, having your Sims be able to be hired as waiters and have it as kind of an active career, or a chef in a restaurant, so you didn't have to own it, but you could go to an active restaurant and still cook meals for people and take those orders. It could even become a mini game in of itself. I always think that The Sims needs more mini games. I'm just throwing it out there, Sims team. You want to add mini games into The Sims 5? I would very much be into it. Enough about me and what I love. This is all about Carl. Carl's guide is literally a genius when it comes to knowing pretty much everything there is to know about The Sims 4. As always, I'm gonna link Carl's Patreon, YouTube channel, website, all down below. This is version 3.18, so this is the one that's currently available. You don't have to be a Patreon to download this. However, you can become a Patreon to support Carl monetarily whilst he is working on this mod. And it also gives you early access to the revisions and the updated versions. So it really focuses on the owner features, so you can play as a waiter, as a host, or as a chef. Only currently if you own your own restaurant. You can't go into somebody else's restaurant, for example, and become one of those in theirs. And it also just gives you generally more options for you to run your restaurant a lot better. Be that time management, be that you having more control over the Sims that you want to actually hire, and whether you want it to be a family run business or something like that, which is something that I've always really wanted to have. There's a long list of bug fixes and new options, but you can have the diners pick up their own meals, you can have larger groups, you can set a maximum of waiting groups, dish collection systems, take table. We're gonna go through all of these actually in the gameplay. We are of course playing with one of my favorite families to kind of test stuff with in The Sims 4 now, apparently, and it is my version of the Pancakes household, because Bob, he wants to be a master chef and stuff. He's currently a caterer. The first thing I'm gonna do is actually have you leave your career. Oh my god, I don't even know if I can remember. Let's buy a restaurant. Honestly, I imagine Bob owning a restaurant in Brindleton Bay. For some reason, it just gives me the energy of him owning a diner over here. I'm gonna take on one of the Maxis restaurants. So of course for Bob, we're gonna go for the Sunny Side Up Diner. Now, you know what? I've changed my mind. We're gonna go to Oasis Springs. It actually doesn't look bad, and it kind of fits in though with Oasis Springs. I'm actually shocked at how good that looks. Can we make these red? I just want it to look kind of like a traditional diner. I say that as if I am American and know what a traditional diner looks like. I mean, come on, we've all seen American shows. The restaurant from The Sims 1. I absolutely bloody love that restaurant. That's what I want from a Dine Out refresh. Absolutely screw all of the job refreshes and things like that. I just want proposing over a table to come back. It is going to be a little bit weird if I decide to have like the Sims, the customers, come and collect their own food, because they're kind of going to come in this little like kitchen area. It definitely would work better, I feel, if we maybe had the little hutch system set up. Let's just set up like the bog standard settings that we get. So price markup 125. We're not going to have any advertising just yet. I think I'm just going to keep it as like the base menu. I don't want to get too overwhelmed. The customer dress code is definitely going to be every day. We are not going to sell this business. However, I will change. We're going to go for these outfits for our staff. The wait staff are also going to have like classic diner fits. They look like they work in TGIs, and I don't think we really, whoa, why is this taking me into creative sim? I don't think we're even gonna have these people, because I kind of want Bob to feel as if he has the weight of the world on his back, because let's be real, that is so flippin' accurate to Bob Pancakes. Why aren't these saving? So basically, to get the maximum out of this mod, you're gonna want to bring up your cheat bar and type chesting cheats on, exit out of that, and then shift click anywhere on the lot, and then you can go to Carl's Dine Out settings, and these are basically where you can play around and kind of curate your own dining experience. So maximum waiting dining groups, up to 2 dining groups may wait in line whilst tables are full. We're actually going to, how the heck do I, okay, unlimited, none. We're actually gonna go for 1, just so we're not getting super overwhelmed and there's not going to be like a line out the door, which also means that our stars aren't going to fall. Number of additional diners to add to the maximum for the standard diner situation. I'm gonna go for none. We have none for extra child diners for families. Host walk guests to seats. So this basically means that the sim will come here and like ask for a seat first. I imagine in a diner that they probably wouldn't do that as much. So we're actually gonna turn that off. Guests seat themselves, we are gonna turn that on. Guests will no longer expect a host and simply walk to the seat themselves. Diners pick up their own meals. We're actually gonna turn that on. Waiters take orders, yes. Waiters deliver food, we're gonna turn that off because we've got the Sims collecting their own food. Sims eat politely, default on. Why do I kind of want to turn that off? No, I'm gonna turn it on. It might have to do with like sitting, I'm not too sure. It might just honestly be the animation. To have a functional restaurant, make sure a host, waiter, and chef have been hired. Well, I want Bob to do all of that. So Bob, can you actually go? We're just gonna stay in the kitchen for right now. Oop, Noah, can I interest you in a scout breakfast? You know, maybe you want in a cheeky little fry up before you go to your scouts meeting? Nope, okay, you're just walking straight past us. That's fine. Oh, I mean, why are you not using my front door? Hello? But it looks as if we have our first customer. We have Ava Harjo. So we are actually going to welcome them. Oh, it's the whole Harjo fam. Maybe I should have waited until everybody sat down. How rude of me, as if Noah literally just ignored his family. He was like, no, scout meeting is more important than you lot. We can then take their order. So Bob, why don't you do that? Oh, the Delgatos. Okay, so it does still look like you need the podium. They kind of go there and then automatically say like, oh, well, we'll choose this table. So that's fine. I'm fairly sure we've got their order. So we are actually going to welcome this family in. Oh, no, it's begun. There's a lot of people coming to our restaurant. How did you all find out about us? We have only just opened. I may have overwhelmed myself here and given myself far too many tables. Hey, I know you guys have literally just got your butts on the seats, but we're actually really busy and this is like our grand opening. So can I take your order? Let's go welcome this lot, and then we are also gonna take their order. Oh my word, there's another. What's going on here? See, this is what I love about Dine Out, is the fact that you can get everybody's business. He turned up without his wife. He turned up with Janae Price. And now Meredith, his wife, has come to spy on them. I'm sorry, you two, but Ted, you are not the mayor of my town. So we are gonna go cook orders as the chef. I don't even know if we can have like multiple orders just like in our back pocket. Oh, wait, has Meredith got her own little side hustle going on? She has a new politician in her back pocket. She's coming out with Victor Feng, who by the looks of it is looking very, very flirty. Sorry, Bob. I am far too like caught up on all the drama that is happening in my townies' lives that I have not been paying attention to the star of the show, Mr. Bobbert Pancakes. I wonder if the Harjos are actually gonna be like the first to pick up their order. Oh no, this ain't looking too good. It looks as if we haven't really like put this one out, even though it might be done. Maybe we're gonna have to like take orders separately, or maybe we're just making everyone's. We served one. Okay, nice. And it was the Harjo's meal, so she's gonna come collect it. They're thinking, wow, this place has some nice decor. Thank you. I just spent all of my simoleons on it. We actually have 926 business funds. Oh my god, she's just like, bon appetit. This restaurant chef Bob needs more training to cook everything on the menu. To avoid poor quality meals, choose lower difficulty foods and drinks. Bob, come off it. You are a, what was he actually? For all I know, he could have been a dishwasher in his old career, but she really said, I will provide for my family. All right, Delgatos, order up. I forgot that we haven't taken this lot. I'm trying to remember whose orders we haven't taken. We haven't taken the two Roswells, but their stars haven't gone down just yet. So that's really, really good. He's feeling very tense from stranger danger. Bob, why did you dream of owning your own restaurant if you didn't want to be hanging out with strangers? You know what? He's feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So we're gonna bring the family over here, and Eliza's actually gonna start taking orders. I don't know if she can. She can. Oh my word, this is so good. Are you kidding me? Can Iggy actually do it as well? Oh, it doesn't look as if kids can do it. Maybe teenagers would be able to. Maybe I should just like automatically age Iggy up into a teenager and see if like he can start helping out. See if he can start pulling his weight. I wonder how it works if we like take an order as Eliza, but then Bob is cooking. I wonder if she like goes to put in the order with Bob. So many new things to test. What the heck? Oh no. They're like, excuse me, our wait time has been horrific. So let's check on the table, and also we will take their order, which means their wait time is also gonna go down. So let's go welcome them, and we will also take their order. The Delgatos have pretty much like, they're started to wrap up. Oh, there we go. Pierce said, I'm done now. I would like to go play on the park. So we got a cheeky little 3-star from them. Whoa, okay there, Laurence. I'm going to need you to calm down. You're going to come welcome these and take their order. And then we will also, maybe we should be cleaning dishes away, actually. Oh. Okay, so Ted looks like he's actually coming over to take the order. This is sick, man. I mean, it would be a lot more difficult if we had like Sims not serving themselves, because I feel like we would definitely be overwhelmed on that front. But Eliza's gonna clean up a little bit whilst everyone's order has been taken. We've gone down to a 1-star. Oh no, Bob, you made a poor quality French toast. How could you do this to me? Absolute sabotage from Mr. Pancakes himself. I'm sorry, but if it's not pancakes, he's just not confident in it. Maybe we should have done that. Maybe we should have just started a diner that only sells pancakes. All right, Iggy, why don't you try and come cleaning up over here? Oh, we got some 1-stars. Damn. Okay, so there we go. Once your kids actually ages up into a teenager, they can definitely start helping out at the restaurant. They now have the option for like management and stuff. Wait, you two, your order has been taken. Why are you freaking out? Oh, it's because Bob currently isn't cooking. Uh-oh. Bob, get back to cooking. This is the one thing that you live for now. So as you can see, I just loaded up like the manage employees, and you can now just like fully run a restaurant without needing to employ anyone, which I think is so cool. I was reading like the updates and like the issues that this mod had, and Carl did say that if you had a sim like hired as a chef, sometimes they would like start cooking on here and it would like override your sim who also wanted to cook. I think Carl is currently trying to create like a sous chef sort of scenario so that if you want to prioritize your actual sim instead of like a second chef, then you can do that. But I would definitely suggest like going to like read basically all about this. I actually want to see how this mod works from a diner experience though as well. Although I'm thinking maybe I should have hired people before I did this, because I'm like, is the game gonna register this? I guess in your like bang average save file, you probably wouldn't be playing two families unless you like play rotationally, and that's how like your save file works. So the restaurants that you had would kind of just have like all of those defaults and you wouldn't have really messed around with the options. But hey, this is a good thing to test, I feel like. So we're gonna head up to the Sunnyside Diner, and as you can see, it is ran by the Pancakes. I should start a new timer to see how long it would take to dine in a restaurant, because we all know this is where most of our troubles occur. So Bella is gonna go and request a table. It's actually automatically filled in the roles. So when you're not playing as like that specific family that owns the restaurant, it just kind of automatically fills in those roles with like other people, which by the way, if I saw my waiter looking like this sim right here, I would be like, I want to keep coming back here. This is my favorite place on earth. Are you absolutely kidding me? So we got ourselves a table. Everyone's sitting down. Bella, feel free to go and sit. And then I know once again the kids have only just got their butts on the seat, but Bella, she is a resident of this restaurant, so she knows exactly what the family wants. We're gonna go a orange juice for Mr. Alexander. We are gonna go for a black Americano for everyone else. It is technically 2 p.m., but hey, this is a diner. It sells breakfast any time of day or night, so we're gonna go pancakes, basically all round, but then Mortimer is going to get a spinach and mushroom quiche, because if there's anything I know about Mortimer is that he is a mushroom sympathizer. Disgusting, could never be me. We're waiting to place our order with the staff. I'm hoping that Rachid is the one who takes our order. Oh, fan bloody dabby dozy, absolutely. This has actually saved what I chose. So that's a little bit weird. Maybe it was just doing it because I like loaded into the restaurant and then kind of overloaded it a little bit. So it didn't work with my actual family, but the choices that I made did work with these lot. I can actually go choose to serve my own food. I don't know if the waiters are gonna like override that option and if they're gonna bring it like over to us. It looks like they're kind of waiting around for orders to be picked up, but they're not really picking it up themselves. Are you gonna pick it up, buddy, or do I have to go serve myself? They look like they're just putting in orders and then kind of like hanging around. We are technically waiting for our order to be delivered. Oh my word, do you see this queue? This restaurant is so in demand, even if it's only 1.5 stars. Crumplebottom just absolutely knocked the pants off Mortimer. Oh my word. Okay, so it actually carries on over. So Bella's gone to pick up her own food. That's really, really smart. It means you kind of don't have to wait for like people to drop off your food, which I feel is like where most of the issues come from in this game pack. It did still have the notification of like, here's your order, enjoy. That may have been the most streamlined experience. That took 4 IRL minutes. Technically like 3 minutes 40 seconds for us to sit down, place our order, and receive our order. I should have definitely looked at the clock like before we went inside to see how long it took in game, but like 4 IRL minutes really isn't that long. They still suffer with like the standing up and like doing bits and bobs. Like Sims always feel like they are doing bits in restaurants. Like look, she can't decide what she wants to do. It's because Agnes is here. Oh my word, this is exactly like The Sims 1. You need to chill out. How can you be sad in a place like Sunny Side Up Diner? Although I will say it doesn't seem to be following the guidance of like not having people wait. So I definitely feel like that's gonna have a negative effect on Bob's rating, but mind you, everything else is like working perfectly. So biggest thing to keep in mind, I would say, if you don't want like the Sims serving themselves, don't play around with those options because it will like override no matter what, like even if you do go out to eat somewhere. But I think if you're like running your own restaurant and it is more of like a casual place, like I don't really see this all that often IRL. But if it makes it work better in The Sims, then I'm all for it. Throw realism out the window when it comes to stuff like this. If you want to, like you still have the option for your waiters to serve. I'm actually gonna end the meal and pay our bill because if you shift click on a restaurant, you can still like play with Carl's Dine Out settings. So I'm actually we're gonna have pickup meals off, and then I'm gonna turn waiters deliver food back on just to test if you can do this on the fly. This waiter has actually just delivered Moira and Brittany's food, so I'm fairly sure that this actually can just be changed, which is just like so sick for customizability of like restaurants and like different types of restaurants as well, because you probably would want this at like a more formal area, or if you weren't really bothered about like wait times in a specific like let's play, then you could just like turn this back on and boom. But the waiters seem to be working a lot faster than they usually do in like restaurants prior to me downloading this mod. I'm not gonna say with like full confidence that the wait time has definitely got better since installing this mod, because I could just be getting lucky in this specific restaurant. Like you never really know when Dine Out is gonna work perfectly and when it's not gonna work so flawlessly. So I'm gonna take this with a pinch of salt, but it definitely seems a lot more linear in my opinion with this mod installed. So big thank you to Carl. This will absolutely be staying in my game, and I can thoroughly say I am very, very impressed. Honestly, if I was in that diner right now, I would be giving them a solid 4 or 5 stars. Maybe not 5. I don't know if it fits my taste perfectly, you know, maybe I'm just not a diner girly though. I'm no Sam from A Cinderella Story. Only thing that actually would make me give this restaurant a 5 stars is if they actually serve my food with roller skates on, because if I'm going to an American diner, I want the full experience. Thank you very much, Mr. Bob Pancakes. So whilst this doesn't include everything that I would want to see from a Dine Out refresh, it definitely just like makes this game pack more fun to play. I love the customizability. It definitely has that like time management side of things, which I really, really love. And what I mean by like not having everything is I still would love my Sims to be able to be a host or be a chef or a waiter at a restaurant that they don't actually own. I don't know if that's ever possible, but for me personally, if we got an official refresh, that is what I would want. I don't know if that's possible with this mod. Also, I would still want this as like a actual official refresh because of course not every everyone can download mods. Console players, I am so sorry to be like gushing over this mod and being like, oh my god, this fixes it, when I know you don't have the opportunity to download mods in your game. And not everyone who plays on like PC and Mac also has that opportunity, because some systems just like don't run The Sims 4 very well with mods. But if you do have the capability to download this mod, I would definitely suggest downloading it, playing around with it, see how you feel about it. I personally really like it. I'm actually tempted just to start like an off-screen family and like actually run like a family-owned restaurant. It's such a nice sentiment to be able to like pass a restaurant down through generations. Maybe even start like a legacy challenge of like a family-owned restaurant and see how it can like expand over 10 generations. Such a sick idea. So big thank you to Carl, the creator of this mod. I will link all of Carl's stuff and also a direct link to this mod down below. It is the Dine Out Reloaded mod. Hey my god, Siri is like, shut the hell up. You have been talking so much. So I'm gonna go. I could gush over this mod all day, but I won't, because honestly, I just want to get to playing. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all in my next one.